Hey guys, it's Erin Elizabeth, healthnutnews.com, and I'm feeling a little sassy tonight. So I'm going to make one of these crazy videos, and yes, this week I'm going to be on all sorts of things in front of the camera, starting bright and early at, what time will it be? I believe 8 a.m. Friday, as the famous holistic doctor whose life was threatened and she had to flee the country is going to be interviewing me on her channel to millions and millions of followers that she has. Much bigger than our page, which is over a million. All right, so let's see. Nobody's saying anything, but that's all right. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I need to show you guys something which I've probably lost now in all my excitement. All right. Hey, Jim. Good to see you. Good evening, Jim. Good evening. Sup? Sup, Erin, says Donna. Sup, girl? Catherine, I owe you a message. I know, girl. I got so much to tell you. Fig, what is going on? It's so good to see you like always. And Mike Wolfdog and all my regulars here. Katie. You know, I feel like it's our family here tonight. And it's a little broadcast, which is going to be funny. I know Night Owls, Catherine says, you know, birds of a feather flock together, girls. Hello, Cher. All right, let me get down to it as we got over 100 people on, and I want to tell you something funny. So you guys, I feel like I'm like with my family, all right? So my friend Linda, in real life, she's totally legit. She posts today, I got this today. This is not what this is about. And she says how Facebook says your account is scheduled for deletion on February 24th. If you want to cancel the deletion of your account and retrieve any of the content or information you have. Okay, so that's about, this is not what this is about, but you need to get on MeWe now. Look at this. I told everybody about MeWe. I said, yo, I've been on MeWe. You on MeWe? I've been on MeWe since 2016. I got 1,029 friends requests. I got my blue blockers on, so everything's kind of yellow right now. Okay, but that's not the whole point. Get onto MeWe and I'll go follow me, but I can't guarantee you they won't sell out or cave either. But then we had this troll. So this troll starts going off. He says, when it's about the holistic doctors, because I explained, this is all I said about Linda. I said, I know Linda, her husband's a famous, I didn't even say famous. I just said he's a holistic medical doctor. I've, met her. She's a good friend, and this is for real. She's also a top fan. I know Linda's getting called out way more than she ever imagined. She told me I could go public with this. There's no such thing. Oh, so Andre, who's supposed to be from Wales or somewhere, I don't know where he's really from, or she says there's no such thing as a holistic MD. That's a lie. This is why Facebook's deleting these accounts. They're made of lies in order to sell their fake products. Wake up, people. And then people said, and regular MDs don't. Anyway, Andre starts to harass mothers of autistic children and telling people off and saying they're blah, blah, just a lot of terrible stuff. Anyway, so I explained to Andre, wait, we're not done yet. This is going to get good. Trust me, we haven't done yet. So I explained to Andre, I said, Andre, there is a such thing as holistic medical doctors, and we have a lot of them dead. And of course, he calls them losers and says they're all dead probably because of their own holistic diets and their holistic supplements, when most of them are actually dead from knives, even a hammer, gunshots, in many cases, bludgeon death, terrible things. All right. So anyway, I just decided on a little whim, to look up Andre's profile. And so just hear me out here. We're going public. And Andre, he must think I'm kind of like, Andre, are you legit? I don't really know very much. I'm just like this dumb blonde. So I start looking at Andre's profile. And of course, just hear me out. He's got his pictures. And he likes a lot of hate pages that you can see in here. I'm not even naming them because those people, I wouldn't, if I end up dead one day, could be because of some of these groups. And then there's also, now it won't scroll down. Wow, everything, Facebook. All right. So, I know I'm probably going to be kicked off. Just get on MeWe. I'm definitely going to be kicked off for this. Andre likes my page. So anyway, you can see it right there. Here's where the good part comes. Stay with me, kids. Stay with me. It's going to get good. He does like some natural vaccine education aware network and all that, the natural pages, because he's trolling all of them. I see him saying horrible things. So anyway, here's Andre's pick. And so somebody said, you're probably a troll. He goes, that's really me. Andre says, I'm not a troll. He's harassing women and stuff. But look, Andre, there's one little problem. Here it comes. Here comes the problem. Andre, You said your picture was real and your profile was real and you told mothers to go F themselves? Thank you. Zanette says, go. Aaron, thank you for all that you do. So wait a second. I know it was a bad attempt of an Australian accent. Andre, is anybody seeing the picture yet, or seeing the big picture here? Andre says it's really him or her. It's really his profile. And look, guys, that's Andre's profile. It's a Shutterstock. Oh, a Janus. I'm imagine many people are going to report Andre right now. And guys, I haven't even gone out on the professional trolls who really full-time it. I mean, the famous professional trolls. It's a stock photo, Catherine, girlfriend. That's what I'm saying, girl. Andre must think like, I'm just like really stupid. Like, I'm not going to understand all that. And all those holistic doctors, like, they must have just, they died naturally. Because they took their own supplements. Andre, you are busted. Do not F with my people. Do not harass mothers of children with autism. Do not harass me, Andre Peterson. And I have another thing to say, Andre. I've lined up a little music for us tonight, boys and girls. We can feel like this is your DJ, Aaron Elizabeth, coming up with some tunes. And you probably wonder how I'm going to segue from holistic doctor deaths to this. But I have to ask you this, Andre. Why is it that all our friends end up found dead of oftentimes gunshot wounds to the head, or found dead in a river with gunshot wounds to the head, or just found dead in rivers, or found dead in canals, or maybe somebody took something to their head to smash it in. Why is it that people are killing them, but the pharmaceutical trolls just seem to live forever? Why is it? I don't want to get this removed for copyright. But why is it that these people, these wonderful human beings, keep living on, but the pharmaceutical trolls who tell mothers with their autistic children to go F themselves and to shove it up their you-know-whats just seem to live on and on? Because, my friends, Dexter is only a fictional character, and unfortunately, he doesn't live in real life to take out the trash right here in the east coast of Florida, where his fictional character was from. All right, I think that's enough or we'll get in trouble there. So that's all I got to say tonight, kids. That's really it. Yes, Andre. So that you and your fake profile and your poor little Boston Terrier, what did he do to anybody? Oh, and Mary Pentris is the photographer. And I would think, looking at some of the other pages, Andre, that you've been commenting on, harassing and stalking people, Andre Peterson, that I don't think Mary Pentris would want you using her Shutterstock photo that she owns to do that. I don't even think it's legal, some of the things you have said, the horrific things to other people. So there you go, Andre. If this is my last hurrah on Facebook, I'll leave it with a mic drop. You are not going to use Shutterstock photos and harass and stalk women. And you probably think I'm so stupid that I just won't look it up. Like, I have no idea. I don't have a brain, Andre. I reported him. Everybody's reporting Andre. And that's a sincere evil laugh tonight. Not unlike the laugh of Dexter. The only difference is that I don't kill anybody. Maybe just virtually by calling them out. It's a virtual kind of, thing. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to say. Let's take a few questions. And let's see, are we still here? Let me have the honors of, we don't do it often, but you know what? It's going to happen tonight. We are going to ban Andre Peterson, but not before we burned him hard. Bye-bye, Andre. You have officially been banned because you met your match. And if you go around with that profile with Mary Pentris's picture of the little Boston Terrier and harass any more mothers or say horrific things to them like you have, and I see you stalking pages like mine, let's just say, I would think it would be best for you to stop harassing and stalking women now, Andre Peterson, with a picture of the dog. Unbelievable. All right, let's take a few questions, boys and girls. Have you had a fun time tonight? I'm having a great time. Okay. I don't know where even the hell to go. Let's go. We don't look at the poor doctors, but maybe, oh, I know. We'll go look at MeWe because you need to get on my MeWe account. So Erin Elizabeth, it's actually Erin Elizabeth, or no, I'm sorry. It's Erin Elizabeth. It's MeWe.com/I/Erin Elizabeth. I love it, says Mike. I'm on fire tonight, guys. Is that even his name? Cheryl, I would guess no. I would guess that Andre is a paid pharmaceutical troll who works at either from his parents' basement or from a cubicle where they have shown that astroturfers actually work to come to these accounts. What the hilarious part is this, boys and girls, as you probably know, if you didn't already, you do now. One moment, please. We've been, let's see. I'll probably have to refresh my own Facebook page. If it's still there, you never know, I could disappear at any moment. So you might not have heard the bad news, and it's not good. So let's see. Hold on just a second. There's us live right now. Give it a minute. Give it a minute. I swore I had to go to bed hours ago. I have been up since far too early. All right, so I give everybody the MeWe link because you probably heard they're taking us down. There's Linda's link. Hold on. Give it a second. Don't leave. Talking about other things in the news that really shouldn't be. Yeah, they're already blacking me out. So on YouTube's already putting potentially inappropriate video where I'm talking about my skin, my face. So you know that, I mean, it's ridiculous. And oh, there's MeWe telling me that I'm learning MeWe very quickly now. I know this is going to be. Will this be the video that does it? But if you didn't know, NBC explains that YouTube's pulling ads from vaccine hesitancy videos and channels. There's me talking. If I'd known this was going to go so viral, I would have picked a better screenshot of my face, boys and girls. Hold on, I will read questions. There's still a couple hundred people on. And I love you guys. And yes, YouTube, there it is right on. Somebody said, is that fake news? You know, nope, it's right on NBC. I wish it were fake news. We got so much other stuff here. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know how far I'd have to go, but they've also taken us off Pinterest. Pinterest just banned, it's going to take too long to scroll. But Pinterest, I did a post, actually maybe it's that one that I just skipped, that explained that Pinterest has unfortunately now banned the V word. I'm afraid to say it. Vaccine. You know the word, it's vaccine. And we'll just leave it here. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, we'll just leave it on my face looking ridiculous, which has now gone completely viral across all social media. Okay, YouTube needs to do their research on vaccines. So basically, if you even question vaccinations, but this Pinterest is taking it one step further. Pinterest already banned us last year. They said we were one of the top 3 health sites. I didn't know I was one of the top 3 health sites, but thank you, Pinterest. I had almost 1 million followers on there. Then when you try to pin my site, any of my thousands of stories, Pinterest does not allow that, or Dr. Mercola, or the truth about cancer. I mean, I guess I didn't really know I was up there with Mercola and the truth about cancer, but I'm not quite there with traffic, but we're getting there. The MeWe thing, we'll have to turn the volume down because they do have a lot of sound effects I haven't learned to turn off yet. You can see I have it running in the background. Okay, so then, so YouTube has then now started blacking out videos. Then they've also started to demonetize sites, so you can't, even make ad revenue to do anything. Although I think I made like 1 year $14, so I don't know that I'm doing so well because I always forget to monetize. But let me take a few questions. Hold on just a second. Never liked Pinterest anyway. But the problem is that Facebook says they will follow. And I forgot to say that Pinterest says that they're also going to be doing more than just vaccines or vaccination or vaccinations because they forgot vaccinated. But they explained any health sites talking about natural, they said natural cures. We don't say cures, but any kind of natural health or alternatives to chemotherapy or radiation, they want to just ban all of them. So that means pretty much anything with natural health. You might have also seen that the FDA chief, that would be Gottlieb. He's a moderate appointment. Yeah, that Trump, was Trump's choice is a moderate. So it doesn't really matter. He's more liberal. Trump's more. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican because vaccines can injure anyone. But he announced that if the states don't start, this was in national news. If states don't start, fixing their lax vaccine laws, the feds may come and just mandate vaccine. National vaccine laws federally. And he also just announced that they're going to really, really come down hard on the supplement industry and maybe just ban supplements. This is all in national news. Go look up Gottlieb, FDA chief. It's crazy. This is crazy. Speaking of which, Sky Rogers says, she says, I can't believe this is really happening. I know. Use the word pumpkin instead of vaccination. And Jessica, probably they're just going to take our page down like they did on Pinterest. YouTube's already decided to demonetize. I guess they figured there were too many demonetized. Sounds like demon. Sounds like there were too many accounts to take down. But that's next, I'm sure. MeWe could sell out. That's why I really want you to get on the newsletter. healthnutnews.com. I don't know where I got this energy from. Oh, shoot. Whoa, what did I do? Facebook's going crazy on me. I hit the wrong button. That didn't work well. So I kind of am growing fond of that bad snapshot of my face talking. There it is. There it is. Look, it's looking into a mirror of a mirror of a mirror of a mirror. But yes, I did just take a tiny bit of my CBD coffee, which gives me a little energy. But that was much earlier today. And by Andre's band over there. I'm sorry. I know it's probably making everybody dizzy. I would show you the pretty, the ocean outside, but it's dark. And we could go dark too here on Facebook. So please, please, please get on the newsletter or get on MeWe or whatever you like. Though MeWe could cave. You never know. They could cave like all the rest of them. Daniel says, those who cherish liberty and the right to choose not to vaccinate need to stay united now more than ever. Daniel, that is so well said. So well said. And we do need to stay united. That's why we're going to have groups and forums, just like on here, where we can discuss things and I'll post the articles and we can talk. And if trolls come in, you know, I'm not into censorship if somebody is just like they're not a total a-hole. We have people that came onto a thread today about Stanley Plotkin with, pig viruses and monkey kidney cells and, all the other stuff. Aborted fetal cells and all that, aborted fetal cell lines used in vaccines. And we didn't ban them, but when you start being an a-hole like Andre, then you do. Andre. Okay, Jill says, but yet you can still view people's cutting off people's heads on YouTube. Yes, Jill, literally. Jill isn't being facetious. She's not talking about Andre. I'm sorry, Jill, not facetious. She's not being, oh gosh, it's way too late for this. She's not using an analogy, ladies and gentlemen. She's not using an analogy like saying Andre's, cutting our heads off there. No, she's legit, meaning that people are legit cutting each other's heads off on YouTube or dying on YouTube. And that is still on there. I can literally find videos where they're severing people's heads off and that's allowed. But God forbid I sit here in my living room in this video like here and talk about my own vaccine injury with encephalitis at 3 months old, just after adoption, after my birth mother had a failed abortion. I survived. I was adopted. I wrote a book about it. It's free. Anyway, stuff like that. I can't even talk about just the good stuff and having made it through all that, and natural health and maybe herbs and supplements like God, nature, whatever you're into, whatever your religion is or not, put here on this earth for us. No, we can't talk about that. We need to talk about big pharma and big agriculture, because that's what runs the news stations. And if you go look up those channels or just look up the news items on each and every headline, it says, oh, this is my headline. But what they say really is they're taking down the misinformation, misinformation about pharmaceuticals, because they want you to buy their drugs. They want you to not know about natural supplementation or natural herbs that grow straight out of the ground. What do you think they did with cannabis for all these years? They suppress it. Somebody said, delete Pinterest. I deleted Pinterest last night, says Crystal. I know a lot of people are. We need you on Minds too, Jim. I sure am. So thank you for the mention. Hold on, kids. Let's see. I know I should have been asleep a long time ago. I've been up for way too many hours, and I am at Minds, and the link is minds.com/healthnutnews. So I haven't really said much on here yet. I don't even have a background picture, but I've been on for years. I just don't post. Let's see. If we go back, I don't know what this is going to show. There's me posting back in 2017. So I've been on Minds for a while. You can get on there too, but MeWe might be a little easier because there's so many people on there. Minds doesn't seem quite as responsive, but hey, shout out to them too. No, I know that somebody says every one of them could be compromised, and I suppose that's true. But you do what you can. Okay. So Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, they all are invited to the Bilderberg conference. I know, right? Alternative Rabbit Hole. And who was it? I mean, it's an interesting name, but you're on with your professional page. who was it that just said that we can't get the news covered on the Bilderberg conferences, right? But we can have the news covered for weeks and weeks, like on your football games or whatever it is. Pinterest sucks, says Shan. How about liability-free products, says Jennifer. This is crazy. I can't believe this. Oh, we already read that one. I'm going back in time. Sorry, I'm having deja vu. Jill says, you mean poison injection. Susie says, Trump believes his son got autism from his vaccines. I don't know. Now, listen, I just read a comment there that is a very hot topic, but I don't know. I've never heard him say that, so I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, especially after Paul Offit made that, assumption, who's a doctor and diagnosed his son with that. And then we called him out, and it forced the vaccine manufacturer, who's made millions off vaccines, to have to issue a public apology. So I don't want to make any assumptions about the president's son. I think children should always be off limits, whether it's a Democrat, Republican. And remember that vaccines do not discriminate. I'm not part of the two-party system, but they can injure somebody on the left or right, or somebody in the middle, or just not part of the two-party system. I don't know where I'm getting my energy from. Okay, save all your videos to your laptop, Erin at HealthNet News. At least you'll have record of everything, says Anita. Let's see. So let's see. Please go to Acebook and register there. Acebook? Is that for real? What? Wait, it's too late for this. Is there really an Acebook? 200 people at 2 a.m. Thumbs up, says Susie. I know we've lost a few, but it's still good. Hey, Rebecca Ryan. How are you, beautiful? Barbara says, all natural health. Wow, good thing I have most on email. Oh, yes, that's right. So more important than anything, get on healthnetnews.com. I know I'm all over the place tonight, but after I called out Andre, you got to start at the beginning. There we go, healthnutnews.com. Right at the top of the page is a picture of me looking a little dazed and confused, actually. Probably like, what is Facebook doing? And then you can just get on right there. Andre thought I was all like, Andre, what? I like, really? I don't know. Can't figure out you're using a, stock photo, you dumbass. Okay, sorry. Vaccines are killing pets too, Tina Marie. So true and great to see you. That may be a different Tina Marie than our usual Tina Marie, because I'm not sure. But let me say this. Yes, my cats live to 19 and 20, and our dog is 16, and she's a big girl. Not like a large breed, mid-size. They say she's a pit, and a Sugar is her name. She's on the front of the CBD oil, our formula for dogs. They say she's pit bull and beagle, so it kind of puts her in a mid-size. She's a mid-size gal, but she is 16 years old, and the only thing I think now we're doing our best to measure titers for rabies legally, of course, and but she's had to have her 3-year because she had to travel some time ago. But that's it. There's no other vaccines, and no other vaccine is required in the United States of America other than rabies. Just remember that. I don't know what Dan said. Somebody's asking Dan what he means. Yeah, what he means. Yes, Anita, David Icke was banned from coming to Australia because, of his views. It's unbelievable. So I don't know if they're officially, but what the hell? Why not? Polly Tommy and Dr. Suzanne Humphreys, medical doctor, basically kind of got the same treatment. Or not treatment, I should say. Jennifer says, I had a troll recently comment on all my past vaccine posts with a C word and other profanity and vulgarities. Jennifer, are you sure that it was not stock photo using Andre Peters' son? Andre Peters' son? Because it very well could be. And I do not mean to make light of the doctor deaths by any means. And the Dexter music is just, kind of, don't worry, guys. It's just a picture of grapefruit. It's okay. Hold on. I've gotten just a little smidgen of energy here to make this video for you late at night. Now I can't find that picture. It was just easy okay, look at comments. This is a war, people. It is, Deborah. That's why you want to get on healthnutnews.com, the newsletter. And people say, that's a funny name, Erin, though. So is MeWe. Come on, somebody asked me if it was Pee-wee. No, it's MeWe. Facebook's a funny name. Yahoo's a funny name. So we have a funny name. I need my husband to work on making a hub, says Crystal. That is hilarious, your hub to make a hub. Let us know. You can find literally anything disgusting on YouTube, but just not the truth. Rachel Lee said McMeemy. Let me tell you what. That is a great comment tonight because it's so true. I mean, isn't it, guys? It's unbelievable. Oh, so on Zanet, I know I'm probably saying your name wrong, and I love your name, but just you go to MeWe.com/I/Aaron Elizabeth. I don't know why that's the URL. I didn't make it. They did. Plus and that's pretty cool that I got my name, I guess. Plus, but I really want, I also have a page on there, a group, Health Nut News, but I don't have a URL for it yet. It's like 3BDJ58B21289256. Okay. Susie says, plus the flea killer meds are killing. Oh yes, we did read that one already. I'm having deja vu again. I'm glad, or is that how that would work? Jorge or George says, I'm glad they are removing conspiracy nut jobs from social media. And soon this anti-vax nut job will fail too. Jorge, did you see how I just called out your friend Andre? Is that your alter ego, Jorge? Because Andre just looks like you, Jorge, have a fake profile picture too. Andre just got called out, Jorge, for his adorable tiny, what is it? Adorable tiny something he's got there. Adorable tiny Boston Terrier. That's literally what it's called. I'm sure Andre has a non-adorable tiny something else, which is why he finds the time at night or in the day to stalk women on the internet and harass them. And now we have Jorge. Jorge, I don't know if Andre is your alter ego or you are Andre's alter ego, but I think that you should take yourself and your fake photo and probably get off our page before we make a video all about you too. What would you think about that? Oh, let's just block him right now. That way Jorge cannot take off his comments, and later we can call Jorge out. Jorge and Andre. Isn't it fun, boys and girls? I'm going to skip right to the bottom of the comments because I know y'all are loving this. Oh my gosh. Dorke, says Mike. More like Dorke. I already did, says Danis. No matter which side you're on the vaccine debate, people need to get a place to get actual factual, I like that, actual factual information, says Christy, like you provide, not the bullshit bug pharma tries to put out. And I think that's what it's about, guys. Many people on this page, I just am so sad about that screenshot. I'll get over it. I can't get into vanity now. It just has like thousands of shares and stuff. But here's the deal. Christy, there are many people on this page and my own relatives who do some vaccines. There are some who do all vaccines and maybe they delay them, or people who just do the vaccines or they've already vaccinated, or they just don't do Gardasil or the flu shot. Most here don't do Gardasil or flu shot, but I don't judge, or maybe they already did. But whether they do some, all, and then of course, many are ex-vaxxers and they don't do any at all because maybe their child has been injured. But no matter what the case, I think that everyone is welcome here and they just want to hear the truth. Whether we're talking about, with a Stanley Plotkin, the adjuvants, maybe people want to, their feelings are they want cleaner, greener vaccines like Robert F. Kennedy, our colleague, talks about, Bobby Kennedy Jr., or they just don't want vaccines at all. But I think what the main thing is, we always say vaccine choice because we deserve a choice that we don't have to vaccinate if we don't want to, and it should not be forced upon us. So I don't know where. It must be that coffee CBD. All rabies shots for pets have a specific strength. It's a little type, I think it's NS strength, or you're just saying strength for the size pets you have. 3-year rabies for a 10-pound cat, and the same for a 50-pound Labrador Retriever or a 170-pound Neapolitan Mastiff, Christy Powers Mitchell. Isn't it insane? That's what always frightens me so much for my oh my gosh. I mean, I can't believe she lived 19, 20 years because we did vaccinate at the beginning, but then we didn't. And unfortunately, she lived so long, 20 years, that she lived from my 20th, like to my 41st birthday. So at 20, she had used to been my parents' cat, and they had her declawed on all fours. I know I would never, ever, I've never done such a thing to my animals. And so she was declawed, and after forget how many years, I just stopped vaccines altogether. She wasn't outdoors. She wasn't bite anybody. She wasn't exposed to other animals. And she lived to 20 years old, and she was they're not inbred. I want to say that. She was a purebred. She was adopted, rescue, purebred Persian, and she had health challenges. I always say, instead of health problems, I've trained myself to say health challenges. when she was born and the breeder was going to drown her, and my dad's secretary, or now you say assistant, rescued her. So anyway, she still lived 20 years, but she didn't have a bunch of vaccinations. She ate an organic diet and had lots and lots of love. Dana says, where's Jorge? I banned him. You know where he is? He's off with his little friend, Andre. And Andre's tiny is tiny something. No, is tiny, what is it? Boston Terrier. Why did they bring a dog into it? And that poor tiny Boston Terrier, he probably had to get his vaccines too. Anyway, that's Andre Peterson for you. Okay, so Jorge's probably off with him. I have the feeling maybe they're the same person. I bet he's kind of sweating right now because Jorge and Andre might be gone from Facebook tomorrow altogether. But you know what? They probably will still go on and on while we are targeted, harassed. And here's the difference. Most of the people out there who are screaming about how you have to get vaccinated and screaming on our pages aren't real people. They're pharmaceutical trolls using Shutterstock photos. The difference is when the people go to the hate pages where they're talking about like you should be forced vaccinated and people are saying, no, you shouldn't. Who's paying them? What? The natural health people? No. They're real human beings who have had their children injured. That's the difference. That's the big difference here, guys. So glad I don't have kids or pets, says Joyce. I can't imagine this battle for y'all. Joyce, it is crazy. And hopefully, oh my gosh, if they start force vaccinating pets, I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, it is crazy. And even people who have their pets grown, Joyce, they've talked about, and I don't want to frighten you at 2 a.m. almost straight up, or 11 a.m. or p.m. on the West Coast or wherever part of the world you're in. But they're talking about even, there is a possibility, some of the leaders in the community say, of forced vaccinations on adults. And that's when I get my passport and I get the hell out of here. I wish I were. Thank you, Katie says, you're in rare form tonight. Thank you, Katie. I kind of feel like that. I just feel like it's something special in the air. Alejandra says, this 2020 election is a mandate on fake everything, fake Democrats pretending to be for the people. Listen, here's the thing. Let's see. The DNC isn't for the people. They control the media. Now mainstream media is attacking the people's real health websites like yours, Aaron. Alejandro, so you are real, and I appreciate that. I just want to say this. Just remember, though, that we have so many people here with, I know this is the worst picture of me ever, with 1 million people on this page, that we got to remember that vaccines have injured people here who may be more progressive, conservative. And I just think, unfortunately, if you remember Washington State, they're trying to take away personal or philosophical exemptions. It was started by a Republican. So the problem is, Alejandro, I'm not saying we don't have dirty Democrats. I think we all know that. But we have dirty Republicans too. It's not just one side versus the other. We have both. This is my favorite video I've ever made. Jim says, it's a humor. That's how she started her life. With a laugh, she never thought she would become the beacon of truth on serious news. I'm not sure who Jim's saying that to, or if it's about me. Call him George, says Jill. Jill, I blocked George or Jorge. But if I were, learning Spanish, necesito practicar mi español, lo siento. But I do speak some Spanish, and I always learned it. I had a friend who was from Mexico who spelled it just like that, and his name was Jorge. But sometimes they say George. Show Jorge the doorway, says Fig. Jorge has been dismissed. CBD has been amazing for my 15-year-old dog, says Maria. Literally a lifesaver. Highly recommended. Help so much with arthritis in his hind legs and overall well-being and health. That's amazing, Maria. That is awesome. This is like the craziest video because we've talked about CBD. We talked about my dogs, my cat who lived to 20, my parents, the doctors, Jorge, Andre. Marion says, here's the URL to your MeWe group. Thank you so much. You are so awesome for doing that. I'm going to pin that comment to the top. Get in that group, boys and girls, and I'm going to give that a distinct URL, like, Health Nut News. Just started the dogs on it. That's awesome, Tina. Oh, is it Tina Marie? I don't know if that is the Tina Marie who's my friend or it's another one. Why are the trolls so afraid of the truth, says Francine. I think, Francine, because they're going to lose their paychecks. There are whole, what do you call it? Like the cubicles full of trolls, astroturfers that literally sit and work and are paid by the pharmaceutical companies. That's already a proven fact. They gave my grandson many vaccines at once to catch up for preschool. He then quit talking. Oh, Jill, I'm so sorry. That's the other thing. For those who do, you know, I have friends in California and they had to catch up all at once. And I have some friends with a son. He was 4. I don't know how old yours was. Well, preschool, probably about the same age. And fortunately, he was nonverbal, but he is talking again. And we're hoping that with your son, I'm not sure if they're doing a detox or what they're doing, but we hope that maybe as a holistic doctor, because they are real, unlike what Andre says, and we are thinking of you, Jill, and your family, and I'm so sorry. And as again, guys, we have people here who are in different countries. They're not a Democrat or a Republican, or they're left or right, black, white, it doesn't matter. Vaccines can don't discriminate. And I do understand those who live in a place where they have to do all the vaccines, or they delay vaccines, or, you know, it's a very mixed bag here. You know, it's actually sad. It's sad that Western emergency care is the best in the world. Yeah, I would say it's good. Oh, wait, your comment went away. Oh, because you put a space there. It's also sad that pharma could be an amazing industry, ensuring the health and longevity of all humanity. I know. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Keep up the great work for all of us, says, I hope I say it right, Janice. It's a little late. We love you. Everyone, please read this following post, sign and share. Okay, yes, March 5th. Hopefully it's something good. Oh yeah, they're ended because the A&H one, that's good. They're a nonprofit. We support them literally and physically. Well, maybe not physically, but you know what I mean. Financially, we know them well. Dr. Mercola and I do. Susie said we should have the right to choose if we wish to poison our babies with contaminated vaccines. There you go. Melanie says, I joined MeWe and sent a request to join Health Nut News and resent my request just now. Oh, thank you. Facebook is silencing the truth, and I'd love to flow your information on MeWe. Oh, thank you. That's so great. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you there. Tina says it's all about the money with vets. I know. Everything's about the money, says Jill. My cat I got as a wild kitten is 13 years old now. Jim, that's great. No, that's awesome. I didn't realize that you had a cat that was probably a feral kitten. And the other thing is, guys, remember that for animals especially, that there are medical exemptions. In the state of Florida, I did this crazy, just impromptu video with a holistic veterinarian in South Florida. And I don't know, when we were like bad lighting in a hallway, and he'd done a speech, and then I just started talking to him afterwards, and the thing went viral to hundreds of thousands. But he talked about how lots of people get medical exemptions, and that doesn't mean that their dog doesn't have the rabies. What it means is that most dogs did is when they're younger, and they measure the titers every year. There's even a company now you can do that called VaxiCheck for like $25. They're doing VaxiCheck for dogs, but yet they're not doing it for for humans. Isn't that crazy? Like titer checks, measuring the titers. Yep. That heart card for dogs cost a small fortune, Susie says. I don't know how, knock wood. Now I'm going to say this about our 16-year-old dog, but, we use a lot of natural products. I could do videos on that for the animals, but and for the cats, I mean, we just didn't, our one cat did in her late teens get chronic renal failure, so the vet never tried to push the rabies anymore anyway for an indoor declawed cat, which my parents did. She lived so long, she went from being their cat, and then after a year, she was so much work as she became my kitty, or more like I was her human. I believe the whole science behind vaccine is wrong, says Debbie. He's in troll hell, says Francine. That's right, we sent him to hell. Trolls just keep making up profiles. Melanie, I mean, there's whole pages dedicated to this stuff. It's on here. I could show you. There's trolls with professional pages that have people write them, and then they go troll people. I don't even want to go there tonight, but it's crazy. I use natural oils. I don't give them poison, says Tina. 8 a.m. where I live. Good morning, Danis. Remind us where you are again. Are you in Australia? Christy says, yes, it is. My largest is 60 pounds. No more vaccines. My 3 dogs and cats, no longer vaccine, I think you're saying. I was not fully educated for years. Learn, share experiences, share Aaron and Dr. Mercola, etc. That's awesome. Sometimes we have to unlearn what we have learned. That's so true, Caprice. Isn't that the truth? Dennis says, how's this? We've all abandoned Facebook if Aaron gets removed. Oh, thank you. Well, just come over. You guys, I understand if you don't want to do that. That would be so weird, wouldn't it? I mean, the whole thing would be really crazy. But you can join me at MeWe. So that's MeWe, and you can find me on there. Just somebody put the link, and I pinned it up top. But this is my personal page, but then I have the group. The group is probably better because the personal page I have to accept everyone, and somehow I have to go click 1,000 now and 53 people and accept their, request. It's going to be tough. I was an ex-vaxxer due to personal and family, says Rona, hashtag vaccine injury. Now I'm an anti-vaxxer because of the education and research about health, true health, freedom, and liberty. And I always think that it's hard for a movement. I prefer vaccine choice. I notice a lot of groups choosing that name because anti is so difficult. You guys think about pro-life. They don't call themselves anti-abortion, but I respect whatever name people want to use. Jim says true health can be had for free if there were no big pharmaceuticals controls of Congress. We have dirty career politicians. That's so true, Melanie, isn't it? Willow says, I took my Daisy girl to the vet for the second time in her life. I hope this is, the vet told me she had cancer. She recommended a daisy chain mastectomy, for a 20-pound dog, both sides. The vet said if I didn't have it done, she would be dead in 6 months. Whales never went back. 3 years later, she is still going strong. Wow, Willow, that may be the craziest thing I've ever heard of. There's a few typos in there, so hold on. You took your dog, Daisy Girl, to the vet for the second time in her life. The vet said she had cancer. She recommended a daisy chain mastectomy. So for a 20-pound dog, a double mastectomy, both sides. That is insane. Oh, my gosh. Man, hey, listen, what is your name? I would really love to talk about this. Willow, if you wanted to send an email, it's so late, I can say it on here. I know the whole trolls will probably watch anyway, but healthnutnews@gmail.com. I don't say that very much. I feel like dirty saying it out loud. No, just because I don't want to get trolled. But if you could send me an email there, I would love to tell your story. That is crazy that the vet ordered your dog have a double mastectomy. I have seen it all now. This is insane. I hope Daisy's doing well. We love her and are thinking of her. Fight for your rights, says Susie. Chemicals and GMOs, says Debbie. Do you know about CBD fluid? Not oil, but the fluid, the whole flower water extraction. We have a number of products, Caprice, on our website where we use, it's a little, I don't know if we do a fluid, but we have just about everything, including a nanotechnology, but it's like the good kind. Okay, pathetic, says Francine. I use CBD on my pets as well. I use it on my skin and myself, and now my husband uses it too. And yes, we do have a line here of CBD products. Probably we were just on the front of Wall Street Journal. And don't forget, we have our line if you want to support us, because I've never asked for a dime in donations and just work these crazy hours for free. Where's the proof of these pharmaceutical trolls, says Matthew Carlson. Oh, Matthew, is this another one? I don't have time. Can anybody click on Matthew Carlson's profile and see? Matthew, I guess you'll have to go rewind the video and check it out. But I'm judging from the teeny picture I can see of yours that I'm not 100% sure yet. But I think there's pretty much evidenced right in the thread, Matthew. Somebody messaged me Matthew's link. Can you guys do that? In the pudding, says Camille with a wink. Jill says he's still not well. He's in foster care now. Oh no, Jill, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. So Jill, I'm thinking of your grandson who's nonverbal after vaccines and foster care. I cannot even imagine the situation, and I'm so sorry. Gosh. Okay, there's so many to read. I can't do all, but I'm going to try. Let me know what you need, Aaron, says Hallie. Hallie, you are the best. Can you send me that Matthew's profile? He may just be a nice guy asking, but I'm concerned. Sophia says, hey, Aaron, can you see about posting the new URL to Facebook as soon as possible so I can copy it? I can't seem to copy at all replies. All right, comments on the session. Do you mean, Sophie, do you mean MeWe? Because Facebook, I don't know how long we're going to be here. Thank you. Oh, it is? Yeah, there's the Minds one. Thank you, Jim. So I'm on MeWe and Minds. Oh, good. So you guys got both of those. And the MeWe link is easy. Here, hold on. It's uber easy, but, well, let's see. No, it isn't that easy. Sorry, hold on. Hold on a second. Let's see. There we go. Oh, wait. See, isn't this ridiculous? MeWe I'm not quite used to it yet. Every time I go to that link, oh, that's an invitation. So what is my MeWe link? That must mean it's an invitation. What if I just take out the I? Hold on. It's a little late. Hey, I'm on a roll tonight. Oh, then it says no. So I don't know what all I know is you can do the I, Aaron Elizabeth. Man, I don't know what my URL is, but I guess look at the one up top with Mary input. So yeah, I don't know what you mean about the Facebook URL. Just let me know. My veterinarian friend is a multi-millionaire, says Susie. Wow. Maybe I missed my calling, right? because I'm not. Fig says, all my cats have lived to be 30, no shots, homemade food. Wow, Fig, that is amazing. They live to be 30? Wow, that is good. I'm already on MeWe, so is my cousin, because we are always getting our post silenced, so it's just a matter of time for us also. Janice makes a great point. All right, I'm gonna have to go down to the end because there's so many. Let's see, Alejandro was really nice. Alejandro, that's a good question. We don't get too political here, but, because there's all walks of life. Trump's choice for the head of the FDA was a moderate, and his name is Gottlieb. So I don't know, I think he's Republican, but he's in the middle. And Gottlieb has just said, the head of the FDA, that he wants to do this. So I don't know if a president can override it. I don't know, guys. We live in crazy times. That's all I can say. I don't know what's going to happen. Hey, George Carlin said, it doesn't matter what party you are, you don't know the real owners of this country, man. And that's a frightening thought. Okay, Melanie says, good night. See you on MeWe. I know, that's what I got to say. Good night. The man reported on here at the very end of October, it was a lower big pharma prices. Okay, I'll have to read that one, Christy. I know Christy's a top fan, though I have to read it. I feel so dedicated. The man reported on here at the very end of October on the 1st of last year who was working to lower big pharma prices with the President of the United States. Yep, he came in, his D Best, I can't think of his first name. He was bashed in the back of the head, very sad, and you reported it. That's right, Christy. And guess what? They ruled it suicide. Even though he had multiple blunt force trauma of the head, they ruled it suicide. Maybe he just, I'm so sorry if he was a friend. Was my friend's cousins. Wow. Listen, was my friend's cousin. Hey, if you can get a hold of me too, sweet Christy Powell Mitchell, I'd love to talk to them if they'd be open to it. I'm just so sad. I've never tried to contact the families. They do reach out to me a lot, but he didn't. Michael says, gender fluid on sale. Get your new look. Okay, all right. Because Michael's saying that because somebody was talking about CBD fluid. So now we're getting a little crazy at night. So Dana says, reported Matthew based on my first impression of his profile. Oh, so Matthew was fake too? Oh, no. Please post the MIMS link. Is that MeWe? What's the MIMS? Yes, Facebook, says Sophia. Which link do you want to Facebook? It might be this, says Danis. I think we've got one up top too. Hold the phone, kid, says Michael. You guys are funny tonight. I just realized why I now say Uber Easy. Proof I'm following you often, says Carrie. Did I say that? Oh my gosh. If you guys start picking up my euphemisms, or is that Aaronisms, that's going to be pretty funny. You're nice, says Alejandro. True, says Cheryl. Is Matthew Carlson with no profile picture? Probably, because he wanted proof of the trolls we've already shown. I don't know what more I can do. My son had a welcome mat that says, my dog's vet drives a Porsche. Ask my dog. Oh, yeah, I know, right? It's called Double Speak. Yep, that's right. Speaking out of their political mouths. I've just tried to download the app for Mealy, and it's asking for a credit card. No, Sophia, darling, don't do that. Darling, don't do that. It's MeWe. It's completely free. Don't put your credit card in. So MeWe. You might be looking at MeWe. Somebody wrote me and asked me if it was Pee-wee. So listen, but get on Health Nut News. It's MeWe.com, and then you can join up with me. But also, we're not going to take your credit card if you go to healthnutnews.com, and we're going to have forums that I think are just as good as MeWe. Oh, MeWe, Sophia said. Oh, no, it should not ask for a credit card on MeWe. Dear God, if they're doing that, then we're in trouble. Okay, Alejandro Sanders is sadly a DNC chairleader. And, I'm not saying that Sanders, Sanders, I'm not part of the two-party system, but I think it was great that we had somebody who was, that questioned genetically modified food. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like no matter who we get in here, Alejandro, that anything's being done about the GMOs and the vaccines getting worse. The MeWe link, please, to Facebook. Can somebody get Sophia the link? I'm not sure. If somebody can help Sophia. So there is a link at the top, and you shouldn't have to pay anything to get on MeWe. I just had people sign up and they didn't have to pay anything. MEWE.com. I'm really giving, but honestly, yes, it's a free app. You just go to the free app. But you're gonna have to go to on your phone, which is probably gonna be, it might be a little difficult. You can try on your computer too. Could all of you give me a hand here on Senator Pan's page, says Danis. Danis, I've already been blocked, I think. He's blocking his own constituents. You know that I did fight very, very hard to get him out. And actually, got myself very, very sick. You know, you guys know I've overcome many health challenges, but yeah, I kind of put myself back several steps because I worked day and night on the campaign election to get Eric Frame elected. We went from 7% in the primary to 30-something% in the general, but so many people just voted for a Democrat, straight across Democrat, and he was an independent. I only have promoted, along with Bobby Kennedy. Bobby Kennedy's are, a Democrat, or, you know, the Kennedys are historically Democrats. I'm no party. Eric Frame was an independent. We're trying to get out a Democrat. The whole thing was crazy. That's a good question, Debbie Wayman, my dear. The big question is who owns MeWe. That's why I really suggest that people get on Health Nut News. And we will have forums there. But a lot of people want alternatives right away. But that is a good question. I don't know. They say they're going to be for free speech of everything, but I don't. Let's hope. But I would do as a backup and get on healthnutnews.com. Eric Frame seems like such a nice guy, says Danis. He really is. I've talked to him. He's so chill, too. He's so chill. He's just like totally chill, dude. Pan blocked me after my comment, says Debbie. I know, me too. Yo también. I didn't know you'd supported him. Yes, I did. Danis, oh my gosh, I went through hell and high water, and our people, I've never asked for a dime in donations, still, stupidly probably, but I did have our people raise money for Eric Frame. They gave directly to Eric Frame to try to get him elected to get Senator, get the pan out, you know? All right, on that note, thank you. So Marion's got the link up top for my group. Oh, that's already there. Marion says, we're chatting over here on Aaron Mewee's and Aaron's MeWe group chat. Oh, that's good. Gosh, I didn't even know that existed. Oh my gosh, can I get in there too? I want to see. Hold on. Does anybody know how I get in the group chat? Okay, there's my groups. Oh, maybe I shouldn't show it. Oh, I shouldn't show it though, right? So maybe I don't want to show it if you guys are having a private conversation. Hold on. That's not a good idea. I'm going to mess everything up. I'll just show my dumb picture again. So we'll go look at that later. I'll go say hi on MeWe. That's really not my go-to site 100% because what if they cave? What if they're good people and they don't want any problems, but they just get harassed and then, you know, their web host gives them a hard time and they lose money or they have to sell to somebody else or somebody dies. I mean, anything. What about Bright Now? I'm on there, Christy. I just applied to be on Mike Adams. Do you know that Mike Adams was kicked off of, he's still on Google, by the way, but Mike Adams was kicked off of Twitter. Even Twitter's deleting people. Marion says, oh, we're just saying howdy to everyone, Aaron. Oh, that's great. I'm going to go get on say hello on the chat. So guys, that's what we got to do. But I still, besides MeWe, just in case. Oh, look at this. My Mac is now in danger. Is that really true? I hope not. All right. You know, we all could be in danger, but just get on Health Nut News first and foremost. Are you guys all on the newsletter? Because that's most important. Boom. You want to get on there. It takes literally 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds if you have a super long email. It's uber quick. It is uber quick, boys and girls. So I'm in rare form tonight. I'm going to bed. I love you all. I will see you next time. I have to get to sleep. It is 2:22 a.m. and I'm going to bed. But this is Erin Elizabeth, healthnutnews.com, telling each and every one of you guys how much I love you. Sophia says, I subscribed tonight to your newsletter. I bet it was easier than MeWe, wasn't it? Tina says, for the pet owners, so this must be a different Tina Marie. This doctor is trying to change vaccine laws. Well, we can leave it up there. Probably it's Dr. Not Becker. There's like 2 Dr. Beckers, which gets really confusing. Alejandro says, good night, Aaron. Yes, get some rest. To all of you, I love you. Got to go to sleep. Hell yes, says Sophia. You go, girl. LOL, good night, says Carrie. I hope you guys all had a good night. Was that the one who said we were talking about Uber quick? Sharon says, if your Mac's protected, that's a scam pop-up. I know, I have to figure out how to get rid of those. I got some scam pop-ups. My Mac is super protected. I love you guys. I will see you soon. Good night, Health Nuts, says Michael Newman with his little jokes there late at night. We're trying to keep it PC, but you know, it doesn't always get that way at 2 a.m. Dr. Archer was there all along and he says good night. I love all of you. I will see you soon. And we're always happy when Dr. Archer's here because we did, as I always say, the Discovery TV show together on our late Dr. Bradstreet and all the holistic doctors. He and I were on that TV show together for Discovery ID. So, and a little shout out to all the families of the doctors and, you know, may they rest in peace. And one day might we have the answers of what really happened. I know it's kind of a somber note to end on. I'm sorry, guys. It was such a funny, silly video, but you know, the families have even told me I get so serious. They're like, Aaron, you got to have a sense of humor. It's okay. The doctors would want us to, so we do. All right. Good night. I don't see Dr. Archer's comment, says Danis. He's on here. He was there. I saw him. I didn't take a screenshot, but I'm not imagining it. All right. Love you guys. See you soon. Good night. Love you all. And see you next time. Get on the newsletter. Oh, I'm missing comments too, says Jill. That we've seen that happening. Look at the crazy stuff that this video started off with. They want to delete my friend's account, Linda Gonino, whose husband is a holistic doctor. They're a wonderful couple. I met them. Look at their kids' pics on, they have grown children on Facebook, talking about their families with updates, and they're real life friends. So scary stuff going on, guys. That's why I recommend getting on the newsletter, healthnutnews.com. We will have forums there too. You can chat and feel super comfortable with all sorts of our friends. So, all right, good night. I swear I was going to bed. I love you guys. See you next time. Everybody have a great night. See you on the other side.